So as children, when we're young, like we play make believe. And it's kind of seen as just like children's play, but it's actually a really critical part of our growth and our development in the world. Through our imagination, we start to explore who we are and how the world works. And we begin to try on new roles and see how they fit. Like you can picture a child dressing up in their mother's clothes or taking care of a doll or some things that come to mind. But at some point we just stop playing because we grow up, whatever that means. Diane Dayton is a leader in the psychodrama field, and she says that play can actually be used as an antidote to trauma, and I believe that wholeheartedly. As actors, we're already very familiar with the concept of like stepping into certain roles, and so psychodrama takes that and brings it into the therapeutic space so that it can be used for healing. Drama has actually been said to be the bridge between the psychological and the sociological. So it's what's going on with you internally related to what's going on with everyone around you. Um, so just a little bit of personal about me is something that I always struggled with in my own personal therapy journey was that I knew where certain behaviors came from and like where certain trauma responses originated, but I felt helpless to do anything towards healing that. Like there wasn't anything I could do. And so something that I love about psychodrama is that it helps clients explore roles that they play in their lives and help them to take agency in their lives over certain roles and situations, but in the safe space of therapy before they have to just like bring it out into the real world. A lot of frustration that people have in their lives, a lot of things that people go to therapy for, they don't know that this is what it is, but this is what it is that they're either stuck in a role that no longer serves them, or they need to utilize a different role in their lives, but they're unsure how to embody it. And just when I'm talking about roles, is I literally mean like roles that I play in my life. I'm a daughter, I'm a therapist, I'm an actor, I'm a chef, I'm a roommate. But sometimes we get stuck in roles, like you'll have somebody who's stuck in the role of a victim, and so they continue to seek out abusive relationships. Or you'll have somebody who needs to explore a more assertive role in their lives, but they're unsure of how to unlock or embody that situation. So that's what I mean when I'm talking about roles. So we call it a surplus reality is what we use in psychodrama, so that people have the opportunity to explore both various roles and moments that have happened, historical and imagined. And usually people are often to gain access to some of their more subconscious turmoil. A lot of people sometimes are living through the lens of their past trauma, so in helping them reenact what that situation was and correct it, then they get to step outside of that and view their world outside of the role of that trauma. And so generally, it's just using play to help somebody embody roles or ideas that weren't safe before, and to really just like understand the idea that our roles are not static. We're not static. Everything is impermanent. It can move, it can change, you can grow, you can heal. Um, so, part of the magic of psychodrama also, just like very, very quickly, is that it allows to use other people as healing agents for each other. That's something that has always been missing, I think. We're doing a lot of work to decolonize the world of psychology, but a lot of things that's troubling for people in more traditional psychotherapy methods, something that's troubling for people of the marginalized community, which is really the global majority. So why are we marginalized? But that's on a whole other topic. Is that it comes, a lot of psychotherapy has come from an individualistic aspect, and that doesn't necessarily always align with the community aspect of certain cultures. And so I love that psychodrama allows for a collective healing experience, and it allows us to tap into our own internal wisdom that sometimes we don't have access to. So that was a lot of mumbo jumbo from me.